Hey everybody, this is Peter with Tabletop Gaming Guild, and I'm excited to come to you with another unboxing today of a Free League Publishing product. Today we are going to be unboxing Blade Runner, the role-playing game starter set. So I'm super excited by this. I love Free League Publishing's role-playing games. I've been reviewing them now for a while, and I can tell you every single time I take a look at one of their products, the thing that really stands out to me is value. The value of the product matches the cost. Everything in here is well made. I haven't even opened it yet, and I know that that's going to be the case because Free League Publishing does a marvelous job at putting out really well made products and really well designed games. So when I found out that the Blade Runner intellectual property was going to be held by for the game is going to be held by Free League Publishing, I got really excited. Anytime there is a world that I enjoy, that I like, whether it's Middle Earth or whether it's a specific game made by Free League Publishing, I just get really excited because I know that it's going to be well handled. It's going to be lovingly designed. And so I cannot wait to get this down to the table and open it up. So we're going to do that together. We're going to take the box down to the table. We'll open it up and we'll see what's inside. All right, everybody, so we're down to the table with Blade Runner, the role-playing game starter set. It's a nice, thick box here. I'm super excited to dive in. Let's flip it over, and we'll read the back. It's going to tell us a little bit more about the game and what's inside the box. This is the starter set for the official Blade Runner role-playing game, a neon noir wonderland that will take your breath away one way or another. An evocative world of conflicts and contrasts that dares to ask the hard questions and investigate the power of empathy, the poison of fear, and the burden of being human during inhumane times. An iconic and unforgiving playground of endless possibilities that picks you up, slaps you in the face, and tells you to wake up. Time to live or time to die. This box set contains everything you need to start playing, an 80-page condensed rulebook. The game mechanics are based on the acclaimed Year Zero engine, but further developed and uniquely tailored for Blade Runner. There's the 56-page booklet Electric Dreams, the first full-length case file for Blade Runners to crack, 4 pre-generated characters to play, a huge full-color map of Los Angeles in 2037 in format 864mm by 558mm, 26 full-color evidence handouts for the players to pore over, including crime scene photos, data files, documents, maps, and more, a custom manila envelope for the players to keep their evidence safe in, a time tracker sheet, 70 high-quality custom cards for non-player characters, chase maneuvers and obstacles, and initiative in combat, 8 engraved transparent custom dice, 2 each of D6, D8, D10, and D12. This specific box also does come with a content warning. The Blade Runner franchise deals with dark and existential themes, and this role-playing game is no different. The stories told in this game can be violent, distressing, and raise issues relating to personal morals. This is not a game for children. It does say here 2 to 5 players, ages 14 plus, and of course they're estimating a time of 180 minutes for play, but role-playing games estimates are, widely variable. All right, let's go ahead and dive right in, everybody. Now that we have read the back of the box and the content warning, here we go. Slide open the box. I love the art, by the way, on this. And you guys have heard me say it before. If you've seen any of our videos about Free League Publishing, their art is fantastic. They do a wonderful job of getting really, really well done art. So I'm going to flip this over. We can put everything in this side from this side as we go through. We have our games catalog from Free League Publishing. If you don't know Free League Publishing, they also put out the role-playing game for Alien. They have the One Ring, 2nd edition, so you can dive into Middle Earth and play there. Tales from the Loop, Forbidden Lands, Twilight 2000, Symbaroum, Vesson, Morkborg, Mutant Year Zero, and Coriolis. They've also got board games. Free League Publishing puts out some really awesome stuff. You can always head over to freeleaguepublishing.com, check out everything that they're making. All right, so like it said, We have our little silicone packets. We can throw those away. And then we've got a big ton of cards. We're not going to dive into all of these right now, but like it said, there are cards for initiative tracking, there's obstacles, there's all sorts of things in this that we will open up this packet, separate them out so that we have them when it's time to actually run into things. Aerial chase obstacle, that's fun. So gonna be definitely diving into this and taking a look at those when it's time to run the game. We do have, like it said, some dice here for playing the game. So no D20s, but we do have D6s. We have some D12s. We have some D8s and D10s, just like it said on the back of the box. Let's see here. So we've got some interesting looking symbols here. If you've seen the Blade Runner movie, which I'm assuming is probably why you're interested in this game, looks like the 1 on the D12 has our little origami unicorn. 6 here has a little eye. Got some double eyes here on 11 and 12 and 10. Interesting. Be interesting to once I read through the rules, figure out a little bit more about the game, why those symbols are on there. But we also have some of those same symbols on our D6s, it looks like. Also on our D8s and D10s. So I'll be interested to read the book, find out what are those symbols all about, what do they have to do with playing the game. We have our rule book here. Nice glossy finish to this book. And it looks like the book is 80 pages long, just like it said on the back. Content-wise, let's flip to the content page real quick. So we've got everything broken down into 6 chapters, maybe? Yep, 6 chapters. Fiery the Angels Fell, Your Blade Runner, Skills and Specialties, Combats and Chases, Working the Case, and Tools of the Trade. So that's our rule book that I'll be reading through, finding out a little bit more about how the game is played. And then case file number 1, Electric Dreams. So I'm assuming, this is just me assuming, having run Alien, the role-playing game, another one of Freely Publishing's movie adaptation, role-playing game adaptations from a movie franchise. They have what are called cinematic scenarios for the Alien role-playing game and then campaign play mode. I'm assuming that case files are going to be their version of kind of a cinematic playthrough for this game. So case files being that, this is going to be probably a shorter thing. It's not going to be a full-length campaign. You're going to be playing through a scenario, and that might be broken down into acts. We'll just have to wait and see. But it's a mystery as well, which is a little bit more leaning towards their Vesson game that they put out. So I'll be interested to see what parts of those games make their way into this, and then also what makes the Blade Runner game stand apart and lean itself into that Blade Runner franchise. So case file 1, Electric Dreams, like it said, is about 56 pages long. The book itself opens with a prelude. There's no table of contents at the very beginning, so I'm not going to dive too much into the book itself because I don't want to be giving anything away for people who will be playing the game. But like I said, I'm going to be reading through all of this information. I'm going to give you another video where I give you my final thoughts on this product, besides just this unboxing. All right, so we do have our manila envelope here, which is pretty awesome. I love that. It's got a nice little logo on the front. Everything's down inside the manila envelope, ready to go. Then we have some of our pre-generated characters. We've got Willem Novak. On the back here, you have all of your boxes and your stats that you can mess with. My number one recommendation with these is always to either get them laminated or make sure to make yourself some copies of these so that you're not ruining the originals, so that whenever you go to run it for multiple groups, you still have these. Let's see. So who are the other characters that we've got pre-generated already? We've got Olson Baker. FN9-2.39 Fenna, JL2-7.80 Percival, and then we have here a piece of paper for taking case notes, as well as a time report. Interesting. So we've got this broken down into 7 days. Each day is broken down into 4 shifts. Case file name, reporting officer. It's really leaning into heavy, again, that mystery, that case file feel, and I'm really digging it. I'm super excited. This is going to make me want to watch the movies again. All right, and then we've got some extra sheets here. This one here, it looks like it's property database, C62 Jupiter Moonbus. So this is like a vehicle here that we've got some information for and a layout for, so a map there that we can use. Right. We've also got one here for the Hollywood sign, so we can see the sign here. Kill Magazine Weekly. This is another, it's a property, so it's a location. And then we've got Apartment 16. So these are going to be locations that the mystery is going to take us to. Apartment 52 and the Snake Pit. Each one of these is just blank on the back, other than where it says which map it is. And it looks like they've broken them down alphabetically. So this is called Map C. A couple more here. This one looks like it folds out, though. The Memory Lab. Folds out real nice and big. Anemoid Row. This one also folds out. And then, as always, I definitely don't have the space for it here on my table, but we have the huge fold-out map of this of Central Los Angeles 2037. Sector 1 here, Sector 12 way down here. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's massive. What an awesome map. All right, nothing on the back though. Totally blank on the back. That's okay. That's okay, because this is humongous and I love it. All right, that is everything that is inside this box. So we've got one massive fold-out map. We've got 2 smaller fold-out maps. We have a handful or more just single-page maps of locations that we will be visiting throughout the game. We've got the case report page, another thing you might want to make some copies of if you get the box. We've got our 4 starter pre-generated characters here with all of their information. I love that they've got the fingerprints for them at the top here as well. Your case file manila envelope with all of the handouts for the players inside. And we've got our case file 1, Electric Dreams. This is the actual scenario that we're going to be running for our players. Our rule book explaining how to play the game. And again, this is going to be a starter set, so this is not the full core rule book. That will be much bigger, but this is going to have all the basic stuff that you need to get yourself started. We've got our dice, all of our cards, and everybody, that is everything that you're going to be getting in Free League Publishing's brand new Blade Runner the Role-Playing Game starter set. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I hope this gives you a better idea of what you might get if you purchase this. I would say if you are a Blade Runner person, this is, you probably didn't even need this video. You're probably ready to go and ready to play. But if you're on the fence, I am going to be looking through a little bit more deeply at these materials. I'm going to read through the rule book. I'm going to read through the scenario. And then I'll make another video soon giving you my thoughts, my final thoughts on this product. But just as a cursory overview, just flipping through this unboxing, I'm very impressed, as always, with the product value, the product make of Free League's items. They do a wonderful job. And again, this one does not disappoint, at least on a first cursory unboxing and taking a look at it. I'll get back with you soon after I've had the chance to read through the rulebook and the scenario. Everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, head on over to freeleaguepublishing.com. Check out Blade Runner, the role-playing game, and all their other wonderful games. Also, head over to tabletopgamingguild.com, where we showcase a little bit more about each of us, the reviewers, and then also go ahead and give a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and until we talk again, keep on playing games.